Whoa.
Oh. Do it! Do it. Sorry, Darth Devon. Totally here for it.
That was so cool.
Shadow
Lord, indeed.
God!
There's so many meanings to the word Shadow Lord in this show. Hello there, citizens of the Reject Nation. We are here to watch Maul. Episode what?
Episode 3. Good, Anakin, good.
We really enjoyed episode 1 and 2. And I think we're going to enjoy episode 3 even more.
Episode 3s tend to be pretty good when it comes to Star Wars.
Okay, Lucas told in 6924. Darksaber chronology goes. Maul wins it from Pre Vizsla, still has it throughout the Clone Wars, just doesn't use it. Sabine finds it on Dathomir, not Malachor, where Maul was stranded. Sabine gives it to Bo-Katan. Bo loads it to Moff Gideon. We know how it goes from there.
Yeah.
So my memory of where it was in... I've only seen Rebels once, and that was years ago.
Yeah.
My memory was all skewed from that.
And I absolutely made it so much worse for you. I invented a whole other lore of where the Darksaber was. No, I really, really appreciate...
So
I was
Maul
thinking
put it
about
at
it. I was like,
Dathomir?
my stupidity was really good for engagement in the comment section.
Welcome to my world for the last 10 years, Michael.
It's fantastic. And we were right, though, in that when we discussed who is the rightful owner of the Darksaber at this moment, technically, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi because Obi-Wan v. Maul, Vader v. Kenobi, Vader, Luke v.
I think we should hit play.
So technically, Luke is the last, and when he ends himself with the Force, nobody has the Darksaber.
Yes. That's where Starfighter comes in.
Starfighter, that's the whole plot. Yeah, I love that I just sank any chance of people watching this video right now, so really excited about that. I'm so rusty. All right, let's watch it.
This is where we left off. Okay.
She's got choices to make.
Just go with the dark side.
I mean, at this point...
Wow, the camera just keeps starting.
The camera keeps going down.
Tilt
I know.
down, tilt down.
Gonna go to section 1313.
What the? How did you do that? How did you get out?
I was told I was allowed to leave. God, that armor has seen better days.
Every shot is such a painting. Gotta love it.
Aw, doing a little meditation.
Training begins, apprentice. This feels very Japanese.
That's very Japanese. A little tea ceremony.
New perspective.
Oh, it's the Darksaber.
Please sit.
Oh, this is fascinating.
So we're going to see how it gets to Dathomir.
How is your arm?
Fine.
I can tell that you are settled on who you believe I am.
God, Sam Witwer is so freaking good.
You are healing well.
Dynamics with Maul and female Jedi. There's something interesting about it. This is sort of reminiscent of when he was interacting with Ahsoka.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's the Night Sisters relationship. I think his reverence for women is probably a little more than you'd expect.
I felt certain of my destiny once as well. That was before
I lost my legs.
Master cast me aside.
Maul?
I had to find my own way. My brother was murdered.
Oh.
My mother was murdered.
Son of Dathomir! They acknowledge the comic.
So tell me again,
Mother tells him
are we nothing alike?
she deserves better. Oh.
That's good. I can work with that.
Awesome.
Fear. Oh, God, this is going to be excellent, Craig.
What's he going to set on fire?
A flame in my heart. Whispers in the unknown.
As the previous scene ended in the shadows.
Maybe they've left the city.
Not likely. Keep searching.
That's my new favorite character, that blonde guy.
Yeah.
He was briefly in the last episode for a split second, too. I want to do a compilation of all the scenes.
I don't think he's going to make it, Craig.
Our target is a syndicate leader known as Maul. He is associated with several criminal organizations.
I love his accent.
We need to compile all locations along the routes and common drop points for any of the smugglers. Find them, bring them in for questioning.
You believe they will lead us to Maul or the location where he is holding Vario?
Yeah.
You started the spaceport.
And what of Riley's match? That is today, if I am not mistaken.
I hate being a leader.
I will investigate the ports on your behalf, Captain.
Why are these sentient droids always so sassy and sarcastic?
I'll be there as soon as I can.
It's funny because AI is just the exact opposite of that.
Yeah,
You're doing a great job, and I love you.
They empower.
You abandon your wife and children? It's okay, it happens.
Even armed, your instinct is to run. How disappointing.
Wow, his voice is traveling.
I wonder if he's speaking with his mind.
But I see your potential. Wouldn't your master be impressed if you killed me?
God, this is excellent.
Wonder what path she'll choose.
Whoa. She got out on her own.
I need the location of the next Pike shipment.
That's what I'm good at. Snitching.
I think he's gonna live.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think he's got a long, happy life
Our
ahead of
intel
him.
confirmed the Pike cruiser arrived this morning.
Hey, my boy's back.
Blondie?
We'll call him Hans.
Hans Solo.
They killed the crew and stole the payment.
Are the Pikes taller in this? Am I crazy?
I don't think you're crazy. They might have done that to add a little more intimidation.
Drop it!
Oh, it's working.
You are being detained for questioning. Open the crate. Slow.
Oh, no.
Not the spice!
Just blow up the spice.
That's a waste of product.
I'm okay.
It might make the fight more enjoyable for everyone.
That's so true. Actually, that's brilliant.
Yeah, they would have a good time.
Hans does spice for the first time. I'm worried about him.
No. He's going to be good. He's going to be fine.
You are under arrest.
All right.
I thought I was going to be wrong for a second.
I feel like a missile to the chest is a little too on the nose.
You got it. You got it, buddy. He really does care about his job.
Yeah, I mean, he's programmed to care. Droids aren't people, Greg.
Is that a football stadium?
We're about to find out what exactly kind of football his
kid.
son.
This kid was playing
That's
the
an
game.
impressive stadium for his son to be playing in. Ah, that's right. Space lacrosse.
Gobo's parents saved you a seat.
No, I'm fine down here, man. Closer to the action.
And good in case I need to get the hell out of here due to an important emergency mission.
It's a Jedi.
Oh, you can sense him.
I'd like to speak with you. My niece, the one you apprehended.
You want to tell me where she is?
I was hoping you could help me find out. Perhaps you have some leads.
Even if I did, I couldn't tell you.
He's like if Splinter wanted to look like a Ninja Turtle.
The way they use
Caught in the wrong
focus in
place
this,
at the wrong time.
like to have him out of
I am
focus to make it so
extremely dangerous
cinematic.
individual.
What you know about him?
Brilliant.
He's something you've never dealt with before.
Yeah, it feels like there's an actual camera.
What does he want with your niece?
That, too, is a mystery.
Oh, great. Another one.
You don't have
Not
enough to worry
easy
about.
being a lawman on Janix, is it? Suppose the Empire could help clean things up.
We don't want that kind of attention around here. Once they show up, they're never gonna leave.
Captain Code 93 at the docks.
What? I'm on my way.
Oh, he really wants to be a good dad.
Oh, no, he's going to look over right at the nick of time. It would have been so much better if you were in the crowd. Because if you were in the crowd, he probably wouldn't have
Yeah,
seen
I'd
you
never be
leave.
able to see him. That's tough.
I promised you an opportunity.
Maybe he'll become Maul's apprentice.
Oh. Blondie?
I offer not only to train you to reach your full potential, but also because I need your help to fight a common enemy.
Sidious?
The Empire?
The Jedi. Have you ever encountered one of the Jedi hunters?
Inquisitors.
Are you even prepared?
I'll take my chances.
Well, we've never seen him encounter an Inquisitor, have we?
We have.
We have?
Yeah.
Not in Clone Wars.
No. Rebels.
Yeah, but not in Clone Wars.
Well, the Inquisitors didn't exist during Clone Wars.
But now he's aware of them now, though.
There's only been 2 episodes, Greg.
That's what he's talking about. It's the Jedi Hunters.
Well, they exist now. They existed immediately after the fall of the Empire.
You are correct. The
Reb.
Shadow Collective is targeting the Pikes. What end?
Hans
I do not
Reb.
know. Their transport was headed towards Sector 17K.
Sector 17K.
Due to this escalation, it is imperative we alert the Empire.
No, this is our problem.
Is there a rational basis for this assertion, or is it personal, seeing as your former wife works for the Empire?
Whoa.
Oh.
If the Empire comes in, they'll take over. I've seen what they do. Do you understand?
Does he feel the Empire came between him and his wife?
I apologize.
I cannot
It is not
comply.
my intention to supersede your authority.
But I'm still gonna do some shit you don't
I mean, he's got the rules. Rules exist for a reason, Greg.
Come with me. The Pikes have been trying to contact you. It's time for you to oblige them. I'll tell you exactly what to say.
It's the wonderful voice of David Collins. Yeah, I swear they were shorter.
I'm with you. They did feel like they were.
I have Eko-Dio.
Digging that peacock.
Apologies for my delayed response.
I like how this
And
guy's
I'd
just
like to
chilling in
explain,
this room.
The attack on your shipments had nothing to do
You
with
don't
me
have a
or my
throne
syndicate.
room for taking Zoom meetings?
It was a group of rogue lieutenants loyal to Eeko-Dio. These were remnants of his syndicate, and they wanted to cause trouble for us. But I assure you, like their former boss, boom, they've been dealt with. I know that this ain't good for business, so I wish to make amends. I will personally deliver the lost payments to you, plus the value of the destroyed cargo.
This is one of your schemes. I will send an army of Pikes to capture and torture you.
I feel like he would be in his big suit normally when he's having these conversations. I'm surprised that's not raising any eyebrows.
Well, I don't think Pikes have eyebrows, Greg.
Get your droid under control. Came to me directly demanding urgent Imperial reinforcements.
Two-Boots has been under a lot of pressure lately.
Well, he isn't wrong.
They respect the fact that Two-Boots feels pressure.
But what's worse? The city under attack by a
Slippery slope.
madman,
Next thing you let them drink in
endangering
bars.
innocent lives. Might as well turn it over to the Empire.
That have children.
We'll find them.
You better. I can only hold off the Empire for so long.
I don't like that.
Two-Boots is reassigned to desk duty.
Do you think he physically abuses Two-Boots?
I think that Two-Boots is about to lose his shoes. House elf style.
Two-Boots is his most trusted and loyal partner.
But the law. The law, Greg.
That's a huge shadow.
You did not think I would simply let you walk out of here.
You actually did say that she could just walk out of here. It's not a really good foundation to build trust.
It's not that you are afraid, it's that you are weak.
Ah, the one-handed dueling.
And he just keeps walking forward.
This is such a brilliant counter to Kanan as a master.
Your future was robbed from you, yet you sit idle.
Oh, there's the anger.
The few Jedi who survived. Now you squander that gift.
That's not fair. You got robot legs.
Refusing your call to fight.
Ah, I love this. Excellent.
Your life is ruined.
Do it!
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Oh, he's going to have a smile.
I'm going to need that back, Devon.
Sorry, Darth Devon. Totally here for it.
That was so cool. Shadow Lord, indeed.
God,
There's
boy,
so many meanings to the word Shadow Lord in this show.
because of the memes.
Because of the memes.
Because of the memes.
Because of the goddamn memes.
Because of the memes.
Damn, that was so short. Why'd they give us a 2-episode premiere?
Consider your wish granted.
Identify yourself. Hi, Ludivario, illustrious Imperator Krim is expected. Cleared for landing.
Wow, easy peasy.
Very efficient. Didn't even need to give any codes. This is stunning. Is this the same location that we were when we found
Your dramatic pauses landed nowhere.
Sifo Diaz? When Sifo Diaz was imprisoned by the Pikes.
As promised.
That I cannot answer for.
I didn't have a choice.
What are you saying?
He's here.
It's just part of the plan.
Search every inch of that ship.
Picking up another life form.
He made me do it.
No, he's being honest.
Is he?
They're about to die.
I tried to warn you.
All right, he did.
Why would you shout, I tried to warn you,
that's
as Maul is
really
slicing and dicing?
bad move.
Yeah, you got this.
Oh, no, this was part of the plan.
I got you.
That wasn't Maul, was it?
Tell Krim I'm the one who handed him Maul.
That's one of the Dathomir people.
Right. Yep.
What are they called? Dathomirians?
Technically, it's like a weird, so they're rocks, but they're from Dathomir. I guess Dathomirian. Dathomirites.
No one bothered to lift the cloak.
Know what was happening on Janix? You think I didn't hear the rumors of Maul's return? Explain yourself.
Auto-tune.
I had no choice. He was gonna kill me if I didn't cooperate, but I took care of him before he could get to you. You're welcome, by the way.
Bring him closer.
Or Maul is pretending to be unconscious. I'm gonna go with a different guy. Yeah, different guy.
Yeah, good call, Greg.
That's not Maul.
My man. Wow, cool.
Wow, he did not waste any time.
Yes.
I have you now.
Oh, trailer shot.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys need to learn.
It's kind of nice that he respects the, I suppose he's going to recruit them now.
You tried to kill me. You failed. This is what awaits all those who have betrayed me.
Oh, he said all that for them.
That's exactly why he did it. Yeah.
It's like, what do you monologue?
Also, kudos to him. Really great proficiency with a lightsaber.
Yes, my lord.
But he fought different.
Lord Maul.
You are in charge now, Colt.
You sit there now forever.
Good for Colt. He really lucked out.
What a lucky upgrade. I'd love to just be in a room and just be like,
just everyone gets murdered and there's like, you're the guy.
You're here. You sit there now.
Yeah. I'd be like, I got a chair. This is amazing.
Just one day I'll sit in that chair.
Well, that's what happened with Jabba the Hutt's palace.
Wow, look how beautiful this is.
I missed it. I was too busy looking at you. Here.
Devon.
It's like Dathomir and Revan. Oh, the reunion.
This part looks like the makeup I apply.
Padawan,
No way.
Master,
you're injured.
I'm fine.
Come.
Wow, it really is like Ninja Turtles. They're going into the sewer.
Yeah, he's Splinter and the Turtle. All in one.
I wonder if he's the same species as
Keeping it safe.
Coleman from episode 2.
Side, Devon.
I'm happy to see you too, Master.
Oh boy.
I searched the city. How did you escape?
It was not easy.
Maul's presence will inevitably attract the Empire.
Which means we gotta get out.
Master, I know where he is.
Careful, young one. Do not let your judgment be clouded by your need for vengeance.
Vengeance.
It's not about that. We're Jedi. We can bring him to justice.
We are no longer the defenders of justice in the eyes of the galaxy.
What about, just philosophies and principles?
And we're the only ones who can stop Maul. We can't just leave him to terrorize them. What about the local authorities? There's a detective, Lawson.
Yes.
I like
He's
that
really bad at attending my son's sports games. What were you saying?
I like that they're the same height.
We received an anonymous transmission reported to be the location of the fugitive. This one was directed to you specifically, sent from an Uncle Daki. Didn't know you had an uncle.
Where's the location?
I do. He's like a little green guy. You ever met my Uncle Daki?
I appreciate that they have interspecies uncles and aunts.
I know where Maul is. I need a strike team immediately. We wait any longer and we might as well invite the Empire to get him themselves.
Approved.
That's crazy.
Make sure you get him this time.
Ready, squads.
Oh, wow. You guys, you're about to get all your men killed.
Yeah, this is not going to be good.
Gotta lead on Maul's
Unless Maul's already
We
gone.
must alert the Empire.
Negative. Two-Boots.
Two-Boots, what are you doing?
We are not equipped to apprehend this fugitive without adequate support.
No, I need more time.
I'm on Two-Boots' side, though. You need adequate support.
That your abuse of
But maybe
protocol
not them.
potentially places yourself and your squad in terrible
He's
danger.
really not wrong.
I have no
Right.
choice. We must
But he's also damning his prey.
No, that is...
What?
That is assault in some ways.
Assault and remove the battery?
Yes.
Waka waka. I really got you on the battery joke. It's gonna be a good day, Greg.
Settle your nerves.
I will not say
What
every
if they
time it
don't
looks
come?
beautiful, but just
Nothing
know I'm
in
thinking
life
it
is
all the
easy.
time.
I feel confident that our man will
It really
investigate
does look
Based on the information I have sent him.
Well, he's your nephew, of course.
What is it?
They're here.
I think he looks so much cooler without the hood.
I agree. He looked so much older with the hood on, but maybe that's what he was going for. Yeah, these droids do not stand a singular chance. Bye-bye. Hi, David Collins.
In animated, when they hold the guns, they do keep their finger on the trigger, but live action, actors are trained to keep
not.
for safety, to keep it there.
That's
I
interesting.
Noticed that in the show. This could be a good action scene.
Team is in position.
It's gonna be a good massacre. But isn't Maul in Pikeville right now?
That's what I'm saying. I think
We have movement.
maybe not. Oh, it's what's his name? It's a trap.
Easy, Lawson.
Who are you? What is this? Where's Maul?
Right here. It's got a message for you.
Face and all.
A pleasure to see you again, Captain.
Is it?
Oh boy.
Through our brief encounter, I've come to suspect you as a man of honor and intelligence.
Thanks.
Surely you realize you're greatly outmatched.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh. Yike.
Yeah, you're all around matched. But you got some Jedi.
I believe we can come to an arrangement before you make a terrible mistake.
What kind of arrangement?
I offer you my protection.
He's a true mob boss.
Your protection.
Indeed. I believe we would both like to avoid any Imperial involvement on this planet.
That is so unsettling.
Then how do you know the Empire's not on their way?
If that were the case, they would already be here. And since they are not, that means you have chosen to disregard Imperial protocol.
Oh, you're so smart.
So, I offer you a truce. I will not trouble your city so long as you allow me to operate here.
Ooh, that's not gonna fly.
I'm afraid I just can't accept that offer.
Disappointing, but honorable.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Two feelings can coexist.
You and your mercenaries are going to stand down and surrender. You'll be taken peacefully and remain under our protection to stand trial by Janix law.
That is so unsettling.
I admire your spirit, Captain. Die well.
Damn, good guards.
Oh, he was hoping that he'd say no.
That sound effect is directly from the Terminator. The Gatling gun? It's directly.
Sure feels like it. Yeah, that is so unsettling.
Devon.
Oh, he's happy.
I had a feeling you would return, Devon. And, just as I hoped, you brought your master.
Oh, shit.
So nice to formally meet you, Master
Daki.
Uncle Daki.
Surrender, and you will be unharmed.
Surrender?
What makes you think he'd do that?
Jedi, haven't you learned your lesson? It seems not.
Yet we have survived, and you will find justice, even in times as dark as these.
Oh my god. Maul's gonna fight a master and a Padawan?
You survive, but you do not live.
When has he done that before?
I'll see how that goes.
You and I have different definitions of what it means to live. Our powers are meant to be used only in the service of others.
Nay.
Then let us discover the truth.
Oh shit. Oh shit. This is exciting television, guys.
I'm so excited. Oh, and they can't kill her. Sort of a unique challenge in of itself.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Sick.
Oh man, I got goosebumps everywhere right now.
Oh, wow.
Wow, these cops just need to get out of the center.
Yeah, I know. That's terrible positioning.
It's just like, it's really easy to find you guys when
You're
you're
setting
just
it to the Empire.
Right
The position on Maul. I'm going after him.
Oh, boy. Local law enforcement going up against veteran Mandalorians of Death Watch. Move, Rook. Get out the way. Oh, wow. Oh, no. I hate that I care about Daki now.
He keeps striking Daki, but keeps trying to keep Devon at a distance with the Force. Oh, no. Daki, you have the higher ground. Oh, my God.
Don't do it, Maul. He's holding his own. Never mind. That a girl.
Your master is indeed fortunate to have you at his side.
He wants that.
Time to go!
Oh, wow.
Wow, right there, he could have killed her. Just him doing like...
Oh, well.
Why didn't you tell me you were a Jedi?
I would think the reasons were obvious.
Where's Maul?
Gone.
Backup is arriving.
You gotta get out of here.
I can probably get like 50 credits for this.
Man, you know who's gonna have a big I told you so?
Who has 2 boots and was right this time? This guy.
This guy. This guy.
Oh, my mechanical leg hurts.
Oh, he's taking it down.
This show's so good at getting you invested in those around Maul because we know Maul's gonna live because he's fucking mixed into rebels and shit, and he's so goddamn powerful.
Master, are you sure you're all right?
I'm sorry. I failed you.
Oh no, he's been hit.
But if they go to Rey Skywalker, she can heal him.
I mean, Force healing's been around Star Wars for a very long time, just not on screen.
If they go to Grogu,
they could go. Grogu's around.
I'm sorry I deactivated you, Two-Boots.
I told you so.
I forgive you, Captain, and I hope you will be able to forgive me.
Oh no.
You contacted the Empire. Oh, Two-Boots.
And there that Star Destroyer showing up. The acclimator?
To take up the whole frame.
God, that's so foreboding. The sound design in the show.
That was a great episode.
So
Holy
good.
shit, that
So
was a
good.
good episode.
There was not a single quiet moment of that entire
That was
episode.
exciting television, guys. You know, I really like that people have been joining our Patreon page first off. You know,
love that.
Royal Rejects. Thank you for supporting the channel. Great way to offset a lot of the copyright claims we get on the daily around here. Your support means the world. Michael loves you. I love you.
I love you.
God loves you.
God loves you.
Our president loves you.
We
Everyone
love
loves
you. Everybody loves you.
Everybody loves you. And another great way to support the channel is by, you know, getting Cultist played by Steve Blum. Another way that you
I know him.
support the channel is by going to rejectnationshop.com. Get yourself a tee. I was going to say, Richard Ayoade, that name sounds like he's been in Star Wars before. Am I wrong about that?
What name?
Richard Ayoade. Is he the one in fucking Mandalorian who plays a droid too?
Oh,
I think he's in the one with the first
be
Bill
right.
Burr episode. He's that comedian guy. I believe he's what is that droid's name? In remember the one where they they pull the heist, they pull the prison break
what
episode.
the heck is his name? Yeah,
I think that's
I love that episode.
Zero. I can't remember the fucking. What is that Mandalorian's name? That name just looks so familiar.
Maybe not.
No, we're in 2023. Don't worry.
Oh, time.
Mandalorian.
Look
Zero.
at that.
I was
Zero.
right. Yeah,
Wow.
Zero.
Your memory is so much better than mine.
Are you kidding? There's so many times that you say stuff. I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about, and then it comes back to me way later.
The planet Sifo Diaz was on. Can we look that up really quick?
How do you spell that?
Sifo. SYFO.
Oh, if you just repeat it, I'll know.
No. Yeah.
Sifo Dyas is
That's it.
character who looks like a Frankenstein
Yeah,
character.
leading to his assassination by the Pike Syndicate. I'm pretty sure that was the planet that we were just on. It's the Pike headquarters. That was a great plot line.
Sifo Dyas. Pike.
Sifo Diaz.
Like,
Yeah, it's the same place.
Cool.
That's cool.
Good eye.
I recognize something, Greg. I'm smart too.
Way to go,
That's
Wrecker.
why they call me Wrecker.
You know what I was gonna say is that
not enough treasure in this
not
show.
not enough hunting of the treasure.
But we got to go treasure
I want to go
hunting.
hunting with Maul.
I go.
Find some treasure with Maul. The relationship with Two-Boots. Normally, it's like you get some bickering and some pushing up against with their human leader.
Yeah.
But they're generally still like going to be obedient. I like that there's a real conflict here, and there's a trying to be respectful and understanding.
They're also peers. Like,
yeah,
it's not like he's a direct under or, like that's a colleague disagreeing. It's
Yeah.
probably the most human of the droids that we've come across.
Yeah, and
next to war criminal Chopper.
But even the way how Lawson views him also feels very human as well.
Yeah. No, I think he would be just as emotionally devastated if something happened to Two-Boots, if something happened to Hans.
Yeah, dude. I'm liking that dynamic a lot, and they present good arguments because Two-Boots was right.
Yeah.
It's like maybe just don't call the Empire, but you're right. They are going to be they're really going to be outmatched here.
Yeah,
this is really going to be a bad situation.
I think that's the really exciting thing about this series in particular is we're exploring a moment in the galaxy where morality and decisions have to be sort of a little bit murky and disjointed in a lot of ways. Like, and so many things could be true at once. I mean, in some ways, like, Maul is kind of a good thing to be a thorn in the side of the galaxy of, and like,
what do you mean?
Right now, the Empire is like slowly expanding its grip. Maul making sure that like the criminal underworld is able to like thrive and exist and resist ends up becoming fundamental to making sure that the early Rebel Alliance is able to like buy ships and carry out missions and so
sure. I get where you're going.
I mean, it's like the mafia during World War II. Like, the mob was really important in helping out the war effort. And, and I think Maul's, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And, like, the early Rebel Alliance, like, we see Saw Gerrera, who's made out to be this, like, radical. But I'd even argue that, like, Maul is kind of part of a Rebel Alliance, like a very loose alliance. They don't necessarily work together, but they all share a common objective of wanting to see the Empire be destroyed. And I think that's cool. It's being able to play with a variety of ideology. It is really cool watching him become an actual real character, though, right now. Like, I feel like his motivations, he's always been interesting, but it's always felt very, I'll say, surface level. This feels so much deeper. At least that's how I feel.
I think because when I did a rewatch, I only watched like
episodes.
What are all like? I watched the episodes leading into Maul, of course. Rewatched those from Ventress going to Dathomir, getting the Savage, and then all the Maul episodes. So, and those are really spread out because it's like we got like they set up Maul, then Maul doesn't come into like another season later, so they're really spread out. So to watch them all together. I felt like he was incredibly three-dimensional, and this seems to expound upon that just that much more. What I was saying during it was but I can understand, though, especially when you're just kind of going off of memory. There's like a lot of things maybe perhaps on the surface.
Yeah, I think his motivation...
Like fucking Sidious and Obi-Wan.
I mean, his motivation just being revenge is sort of can feel very one-dimensional. I think after his brother was killed, that's when it gets really interesting because his whole identity is sort of, he's forced to reconcile what his identity is.
Well, I like how, I believe the backstory was that he was taken from, like, there was a deal with Talzin and Sidious, and he was taken at birth. So he was always he was a product since he was born, and then just thrown to live in total isolation. Like, I love the character a lot. He's one of my favorite Star Wars characters, hands down.
I agree.
And what they do here is you could just watch Maul be kind of badass and kill people, and like, here's the thing: Maul getting revenge against those who stopped being loyal to him. Sure, that's like fun to watch. I'm not like, it's not the kind of revenge story where I'm like, fucking get them all. You know, I'm not there.
Yeah.
But it's always fascinating to watch. What I think this show has really done a great job is making the other characters interesting. Like when we've been wondering like what's our connective level to Daki and Devon this whole time, and then by the time I got to the fight, I was like, oh shit, I think he's about to kill Daki. I felt like this is gonna be sad. This is gonna be like a sad moment.
Yeah.
But and it's hard to do a show like that where you can like you're gonna watch the bad guy be the lead. You want him to be the lead, but you also
don't want him
don't
to
want our
do
main
the bad mean things to the people that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like it's like a cat playing with his food. And part of me, I hope, or at least what I think his intention is, he does not want to be the one to kill Daki. Because because if he does that, that absolutely ruins any chance of Devon becoming his Padawan.
Yeah, then the revenge will just be focused on him.
But if an Inquisitor were to be the one that kills Daki, that only further validates he spared them. My ideology is, you know what I mean? Like, and he's the sort of manipulative. Wow, that's hard to say.
It's manipulative. It's the very kind of
manipulative. Anyway, I feel like Maul is that is one of the lessons that I think he took successfully from Sidious, and something that I think he genuinely admires. And he even sort of talks about it with Ahsoka when he's explaining, like, everyone is so distracted by what's in front of them that they're not necessarily thinking about the three-dimensional chess that's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And as the real plot plays out, as the puppet strings are pulled, and he's pulled all the puppet strings, he knew there was no way that Lawson was going to not do the honorable thing. Like, he knew he wanted this outcome. He knew that she was coming back. She knew that the minute that she shared it, that she would convince the master to tip him off. Like, and that's the sort of like grand, interesting thinking that, sure, Maul is one by one getting revenge on all the syndicate leaders that wronged him, but he's not just doing that for revenge. He's doing that because one by one, they're all going to bend the knee.
Right.
And start feeding into what his larger plan is. And I think that's sort of the, that is a gap in Star Wars knowledge and history that, like, we don't know. And I think that's really exciting to be like, does Maul build something up that genuinely threatens the Empire in, like, a serious way? Or, like, there's a lot of Inquisitors that we haven't met. Was Maul the reason we haven't met them because he wiped them out? You know, and does he provide a alternative path, you know, to the hidden path for, you know, Jedi that are disenfranchised and you know, don't know where they fit into the galaxy anymore? I mean, it's almost, I mean, you played Jedi Survivor, right? Like, Cal Kestis met Maul. I think that would have made for a really interesting dynamic. You know, like, that's the right, you know, Force sensitive individuals under his sort of guidance could be.
You mean if he met Maul, or
if he?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And who knows? Maybe he does. There's
I
one more
remember
game coming out.
You go to Dathomir in that game, don't you? I remember you go to Dathomir.
You do go to Dathomir. Yeah. Spooky as hell, man. That's a scary planet to play a video game on.
Spooky time.
Spooky time. I also love that I don't know where this is going. Like, generally I think, like, all right, the Empire's coming, so Inquisitors are probably coming in shortly thereafter.
Well, they're going to explain where the Darksaber is.
It's the whole show. Yeah, I just hope that the Grand Inquisitor, that they lean in on the Obi-Wan Kenobi live action design for the animation. I think that would be the right move.
I hope they explain who Marek is.
No.
He was always just a big smoky thing.
Big smoky guy.
He was just a big smoky guy.
God, that was so disappointing. God, Ahsoka. Ahsoka.
Well, that's why they made this show, to explain who Merrick is.
That's the entire purpose.
That's the whole purpose.
It's actually, they're going to reveal at the end, the Maul is going to like fade away and the M is going to be there. And the A. And then it's going to go.
That's right. We all thought it was Maul at one point.
Little did they know. What do you guys think?
Nobody thinks anything.
What is coming from the Empire? Are we going to see the Grand Inquisitor? Are we going to see any familiar faces? Will Two-Boots and Lawson kiss and make up?
Do you think it's weird that Daki is Lawson's uncle? Leave your thoughts down below.
Yeah, leave your thoughts down below.
Strange times.
Guys, really, I mean, anything can happen.
Anything can happen in
the
Star
galaxy
Wars.
far, far away. Anyway, may the Force be with you.
And also with you. Praise be to God.
And your spirit. Bye.
Bye.